Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to study the first chapter from Operations and Strategic Management, that is Introduction to Operation Management. So, operation management is where value is actually created. So, OM is about making things happen. Let's see the definition. So, operations management involves all activities like acquiring raw materials, that means for example buying steel, flour, chips, etc., then converting them into products or services, that means the outputs are created from inputs. The third one is deliver value to meet customer needs, that means for example if customer gets car that runs or bread that is fresh, all these are examples. So, operations management is not just a factory work, it is a transformation process. That means the input and it is going through different processes and the output is attained. And this is known as input transformation output model. So, the operation management manages both tangible as well as intangible services. And let's understand the type of example like product centric and service centric. So let's see product centric in detail. So here the different activities involved are procurement of parts, assembly, testing, packaging and shipping. So the first one is procurement, that is for example you buy display from Samsung or battery from LG, and then assembly, that is workers or robots fit all parts. The third one is testing, that means you must check the camera, battery, touch, and that is there is no defect found to customer. The fourth one is packaging, that is it must be given in a box with the chargers or the manuals, etc. And the last one is shipping, that is it might be sent to the Flipkart warehouse and then to you. The next one is service centric. So the activities involved here are managing content availability, video streaming and customer access. So the content availability means you buy rights for the Malayalam movie or to upload to a server. Then video streaming, like when you click play, server sends video without buffering. So operation management ensures servers are enough. The next one is customer access, like login, payment profile, recommendation, and the operation management ensures you can watch on phone, TV or laptop at the same time. So the key difference is that in case of service centric there is no physical product, output is experience, but operation management still needed. So let me ask you a simple question. Is a Swiggy delivery a product centric or service centric? It is a service centric operation management. Why? Because output is delivery experience and not the food. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is scope of operations. The scope means where is operations management applied, wherever there is a process. So first one is manufacturing, like manufacturing in every field like cars, clothes, mobile phones, etc. Second one is services, like in banks, hospitals, airlines, Netflix, Swiggy, etc. Third one is public service like postal service, Panchayat water supply, all those. And the fourth one is retail, where supermarket stock or billing shelf arrangement. And why does OM matters? So it is helpful in cost control, quality check, speed and customer satisfaction. The next topic is objectives of operations management. So now objectives of operations management, this means why do we do operation management at all? So the two categories are customer service and resource utilization. So these two are the objectives of OM. So the first one is customer service. So this aims customer service, that means to satisfy customer needs in terms of quality, cost and delivery time. So the three pillars of customer satisfaction includes quality, cost and delivery time. So the quality means the product should work. cost means it should feel the price is fair, and the delivery time means the right time. So, doing the right thing at the right place at the right time is all about customer satisfaction. The second objective is resource utilization. That means efficient use of resources to meet customer satisfaction at the lowest cost. That means efficient use means there is no wastage, and this must meet the customer satisfaction. That means good quality product at fair cost and at the right delivery time must be available, and at lower cost means it must be also provide profit for the company. So the main focus area of resource utilization is that it must minimize waste of materials, machines and manpower. Material waste means it must cut excess cloth if it is a garment factory, and the machine waste means it must don't run machine empty. The manpower waste means you shouldn't keep 5 workers for 2 workers job, and the goal is every input should add value. The next one is maximize output using minimum input. So the input output ratio is known as the efficiency. So for example, if one worker makes 20 shirts in 8 hours, after training, same worker makes 30 shirts. The input is same, the output is more. So this is what about operations management. The third one is avoid under or over utilization of resources. So the underutilization means the machine runs 2 hours in 8-hour shift and the money is wasted. The overutilization means machine runs 24 hours without maintenance and it will break. So the operations management aims is optimal balance. The machine runs 6 to 7 hours with rest for maintenance. The fourth one is operations management aims to use machines effectively. That means with proper scheduling and preventive maintenance, and by reducing idle time, that is working waiting for material is known as the idle time in case of a garment factory. Then improve labor productivity by training, motivating and giving right tools, and optimize inventory and space usage. That means one must not keep a stock for more than 6 months ideally. Now let's move on to the next topic. So we discussed the objectives like customer service and resource utilization, right? Now we are moving on to deeper into customer service and ask how do we measure if customer is actually satisfied or not. So operations management doesn't just say give quality, it defines measurable elements for each type of business. So the first one resource utilization matters. Measure customer service. It helps to reduce costs. It means we manage the physical resource to deliver product or service in a way that meets customer expectations. So you can't improve what you don't measure. So there are 4 aspects of customer service. First one is manufacture. That means the physical resources must be manufactured. The product or service, that means goods of a physical or storable type. Then customer service measures 4 key measures like purchase price, delivery delay, order fulfillment rate and product conformity. The second aspect is transport. That means the physical resources must be transported through trucks or delivery vans or through logistics. The product or service means movement of goods or people, and it must not be storing but moving. And also the customer service measures like the delivery delay, the order acceptance delay. The third aspect is supply. That means supply through warehouse, distributor or stock points, and same as manufacture the product or service, but the here focus is availability. And the customer service measures like purchase price, delivery reliability. Like if a customer asks for 1,000 bags of cement, will you deliver 1,000 bags? Or if there is any shortage is the question here. Then the storage facilities, if it is stored safely, all those things. The fourth one is the service. So the service means the staff or the doctors or the teachers or the call center, and the treatment of the people or non-storable specifications. And so the next topic is twin objective of operation management. So operations management has two goals and they must be balanced. And the two objectives are to meet the customer satisfaction and resource utilization. So operations management balances these twin goals to ensure long-term success and competitiveness. So if you only focus on customer service, that is for example you give free delivery and best quality, company will lose money and shut down. If you only focus on resource utilization means you cut the cost and you use bad materials or you delay delivery, then the customers will leave. So operation management is the balancing act. So happy customer plus profitable company is what is required. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is scope of operations. So now scope of operations management means what all areas does operations management cover. Operation management is not just production, it's end to end. So this covers plant layout and material handling. So this is where to place machines, stores, workstations so that the movement is minimum. So for example, if it is a textile unit, cutting, stitching, ironing should be in sequence, no backtracking, right? The second one is product design. That means deciding features, quality, cost of product before making them. So for example, should we make phone with glass back or plastic? So operations management decides cost versus its durability. The third one is process design. So how to make the product, which machines, which steps, which sequence. The next one is production planning and control. Here, what to produce, how much to produce, when and by whom to produce. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is characteristics of modern operations function. The first one is manufacturing as competitive advantage. So let's see the old view versus new view. So earlier manufacturing was viewed only as a production activity, like just make goods, rest is the marketing job. In modern business, manufacturing has become a major source of competitive advantage. So operation management is now boardroom topic. So why? Because companies compete through operations management. So better quality products, low cost production, faster delivery, innovation and customization is important here. Next one is service orientation. So modern operations management focuses not only on manufacturing goods but also on providing quality services. Customer satisfaction has become very important. So why is that service orientation is required? So product alone is not enough. So for example, if there are two mobiles with same specs, customer buys the one with better service, right? Also the service is hard to copy. The competitor can copy your phone design but can't copy your customer care system easily. So the service orientation provides different features like quick response to customer needs. That means the operation management systems must react fast and there must not be any waiting. So for example, the Swiggy app shows the delivery will be done in 12 minutes, right? So this is an example for that. The next one is personalized services, like one size fits all is gone. Operation management must allow customization. So the Netflix recommends Malayalam movies based on your watch history. So the Nike allows you to design your own shoe color, right? All these are the example. Next one is after sales support. So the operations management doesn't stop after the product is sold. The service continues. Last one is the customer satisfaction or the customer relationship management. So operations management system track customer data to build long-term relationships. The next one is disappearance of smokestacks. So this is the third characteristics. So what is smokestack? Traditional factories with large smokestacks symbolized heavy industrial production and pollution. So, for example, think of old steel plant with black smoke. That's smokestack industry. So, the modern operations are becoming cleaner, technology driven, environment friendly, automated. That means less human and more machine. So, operations management is no longer dirty and dumb, it is clean and smart. So, the next one is small has become beautiful. So, earlier large scale industries dominated the market like Tata, Reliance, big factories. Today, small and flexible firms are also highly successful because of technology. So, why small firms win now? The four reasons are they adapt quickly to market changes and they provide customized products and also maintain close customer relationships and innovates faster. So, these are the four reasons why smaller firms win these days. So, the startups and small tech firms can now compete globally using online platforms and digital tools. Now let's move on to the next subchapter, that is recent trends in production and operations management. So the first one, that is the modern operation management, is technological development. So the technology has transformed production and operations activities. So the developments includes the automation, the robotics, the artificial intelligence or AI, and the computer integrated manufacturing and EPR systems. So the different benefits include there is higher productivity, better quality and reduced errors, and as well as faster production. So operations management impacts one worker monitors 10 machines. So thereby the cost drops and the quality improves. The next one is shorter product life cycle. So the products become outdated quickly because of rapid innovation and changing market trends. Therefore, the companies must develop new products rapidly and introduce upgrades frequently as well as respond quickly to market demands. This increases the importance of flexible operations management, and the management must be agile. So the smartphone models are updated every year, right? Like iPhone 16, then 17. So the operations management is slow, and the so if the operations management is slow, the product is dead. So the next one is changing needs and preferences of customers. So the customers now demand better quality, customized products, and fast delivery and affordable prices are demanded by the customers. Modern operations focuses on customer satisfaction and market responsiveness. So for example, Nike allows customized shoe designs for customers. So, operations management manages small batch production and not mass. So, the first three recent trends or the modern operations we discussed are technological development, shorter product life cycle, and changing needs and preferences. Now, let's move on to the next topic, that is disruption and pressure for innovation. The business face disruptions due to the technological changes or the competition or the economic uncertainty, that is inflation or recession, and supply chain interruptions like COVID, the Red Sea crisis, and hence the organizations must continuously innovate and improve operations. So the innovation helps firms survive and maintain competitiveness. For example, Nokia failed to innovate in touchscreen and the Samsung plus Apple took over. And operations management must build innovation into process. The next one is globalization. So companies now operate in international markets. So the globalization leads to worldwide sourcing, international competition, global supply chains and expansion of markets. The challenge of operation management is that the operation managers must manage activities across countries, the time zones, the laws, the culture and the currency. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is requirements for supreme service at an affordable price. Here, the customer expects high quality service, low prices, and quick delivery. And the operation management must balance, that is, cost efficiency, customer satisfaction, and service quality. Next topic is pressure for optimization of operational costs. So the techniques like lean production, automation, waste reduction, efficient inventory management, and all these must be made, as well as the goal is to increase profitability. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is the difference between production management and operation management. So the first one is meaning. So production management means management of manufacturing activities, and operations management means management of production and service activities. The scope of operation management is wider and the scope of production management is narrow. And production management focuses on production of goods, as well as operation management focuses on goods and services. Now let's see the application. So the production management is applicable to manufacturing industries, and the operations management is applicable to manufacturing and service industries. Now let's see the objectives. The objective of management, that is production management, is efficient production, and that of operation management is overall operational efficiency. Now let's move on to the last topic, that is recent trends in production and operations management. First one is global marketplace. So businesses compete globally due to international trade and e-commerce. So the main features include global competition, international customers, and worldwide outsourcing. So operation management impact is that you are no longer competing with local bakery, you compete with Amazon or Alibaba. So the main key point is that the operation management scope is now global and not local. The next one is production or operations strategy. So organizations develop long-term operational plans aligned with business goals. So this includes capacity planning, technology selection, quality policies, and cost management. So why does this matter? Operations management is not firefighting, it's strategic. And operational management strategy supports corporate strategy also. Now let's move on to the next topic, that is total quality management. So TQM or total quality management focuses on continuous quality improvement in an organizational activity. So main principles include here is customer satisfaction, employee involvement, continuous improvement, and defect prevention. So here the quality is not checked at the end, it's built into every step. Every worker is responsible. Next one is flexibility. So modern operations must quickly adapt to the customer demands, the product changes, and the market conditions. So the flexible systems improve competitiveness. Next one is time reduction. So organizations aim to reduce production time, delivery time, and product development time. So the main benefits are faster customer service, thereby lower cost and better market response. So why? In short life cycle world, more speed is equal to more money. Next one is technology. So the technology improves efficiency and productivity through automation, AI, robotics, and data analytics. This is the core of modern operations management. So higher productivity means better quality, reduced errors, and faster production. The next one is worker involvement. Employees participate in decision making, problem solving, and quality improvement. In case of older operation management, the worker just followed the orders. But in modern operational management, worker gives ideas because worker knows the ground reality. And the main benefits includes the higher motivation, better productivity, and improved teamwork. So the operational management links the involved workers, thereby less defects and more innovation. Next one is re-engineering. So business process re-engineering, BPR, means redesigning processes to improve performance dramatically. Not small improvement, it's radical change. So this reduce cost. The next one is environmental issues. So modern firm focuses on environmentally responsible operations. The practices include waste reduction, recycling, green manufacturing, and energy conservation. So why is that? ESG rating, government law, and customer demands that. So the operation management links the green operational management, thereby cost saving and providing brand image. The next one is corporate downsizing or right sizing. So the organizations reduce unnecessary workforce or reconstruct operations to improve efficiency. The main purpose is to cost reduction, better productivity, and improved competitiveness. And the link is that overstaffing is a waste. So right sizing is lean. The next one is supply chain management. SCM manages the flow of raw materials, information, finished goods from suppliers to customers. So the main objective is to reduce the delays, lower the cost, and improves coordination. So if the supplier is late, production stops. So supply chain management is operation management's nervous system. The last one is lean production. So lean production focuses on eliminating waste and improving efficiency. So the types of waste reduced means excess inventory, waiting time, or the defects or the overproduction. So the main benefit is that it reduces costs and gives better quality and faster production. So this is basically do more with less resources. This is resource utilization objective in action. So with this, we are concluding today's class. Until next.